fighting hunger and building community. I'm Alberto Camargo in College Town, and I'll tell you about this box and how it provides food and a safe space for Tallahassee's homeless.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what it's all about. I'm Candace Blake, your Thomasville neighborhood reporter, and coming up, I'll break down how you can help those by just donating alongside your utility bill.
A town manager stepping down. I'm Ava Van Valen in Greenville, coming up what that means for a much-needed supermarket project that is yet to be completed.
From the Big Bend to South Georgia, our team of reporters is spread out in neighborhoods where you live. We're covering your community now on ABC 27 News at 6.
An unassuming two-lane road turns into a traffic jam and a headache for parents during their morning and afternoon commutes. I'm Kendall Brandt, your neighborhood reporter in Northeast Tallahassee. If you drive down Centerville Road often like I do, chances are you've gotten stuck in that standstill traffic around school pickup time. One solution is on the horizon that could keep things moving in that area. Kate Jones enjoys living in Killearn Estates.
We moved to this house in 2021, so we've been here almost 2 years.
Has the traffic on Centerville Road always been something that has existed while you've lived in your
Yes.
home? The traffic I'm asking about, lines of cars that build up during school pickup and drop-off time at Roberts Elementary and Montfort Middle.
If I want to go north, I have to wait 30 minutes just to even get past the light at the school.
She says the traffic is
abundant because there's a lot of cars and annoying.
It is an absolute nightmare at 3 o'clock, and anybody who sees it knows it.
That's Commissioner Brian Welch. I spoke with him Thursday to get an update on a project that would add another access point to the two schools.
Wallani Boulevard is designed in a way that will help relieve some of that traffic congestion by allowing folks to sort of enter off of Centerville Road, but exit around the back of the school onto the new Wallani Boulevard.
He's talking about Blueprint's Northeast Gateway project. It would extend Wallani 6 miles to connect Centerville, Bradfordville, and Roberts roads. In a neighborhood Facebook group, I asked people to share their thoughts. Some neighbors told me they think the traffic will worsen with another access point to Centerville Road. One neighbor said, quote, "My concern with the proposed roundabout and Wallani Access Road is that traffic will expand out and congest the Centerville and Roberts intersection." Jones hopes that the new extension could provide some relief and safety to the area.
There is a crosswalk, where the kids that go to school cross, and I have personally seen that cars just zoom by it. I think if they were to go out and, go around the other way, it would help the kids crossing the street because there would be less traffic.
That new gateway won't be ready too soon. It's slated to be open in 2027, a little over 3 years from now. Now let's head over to Thomasville to check in with Candace Blake, who is telling us about one initiative that's aiming to help people save on their utility bills.
Thanks, Kendall. Inflation is affecting everyone, including the Rose City. Did you know that the average cost to rent an apartment in Thomasville is up to $1,200? I'm Candace Blake, your Thomasville neighborhood reporter, and Thomasville Utilities is doing something to help those in need.
Living expenses getting expensive for a lot of people.
With inflation on the rise, more and more people are feeling the effects. I stopped by the Chamber of Commerce and found out it costs up to $1,200 to rent an apartment.
My utility bill this month was about $2 from being $500 this month.
Rent prices aren't the only things up. I hit the pavement Thursday, and that's when I met Elizabeth Elzy.
How you doing? I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
She says that right about now, her utility bill is just shy of $500. I told her about Project Share, a program where anyone can donate by adding their desired amount to their monthly utility bill.
I think that's a good program because there are people out there that's generous.
The year-round project began back in 2010. Since then, it has produced $120,000 for those in need. The money goes towards helping people cover their basic needs, such as medication, rent, and of course, their utility bills.
There are a lot of people that are struggling right now, so it is a helpful program to help those people that are struggling.
The city of Thomasville partners with the local Salvation Army to make this possible. Neighbors can donate any amount, even as low as $1. Why do you think a program like this works so well in a community like Thomasville?
Well, Thomasville is just a giving community, and you know, it has always had that community vibe, and people just want to help where they can.
To receive help from Project Share, make sure to reach out to the local Salvation Army.
I just feel like Thomasville is just a place where we help each other.
You can opt out of donating to Project Share at any time without penalty. Now let's check in with our first to know Chief Meteorologist, Casanova Nurse, to find out if you'll need to run your heat or AC in the days ahead.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Casanova Nurse. Kind of wishing I was out there in Thomasville because it's a nice evening if you like the appearance of a few of those thinner clouds mixed in with a setting sun. The scene from the weather stem camera at the SRTC campus. 76 degrees, light west-southwest wind. Last few days we've had mostly a north wind. Now it's swinging around, so it's giving us a little more moisture, supporting some scattered clouds. Other neighborhood temperatures in Thomas County, very similar, ranging from about 76 to 79. Especially at the state line. 78 Madison, 76 in Sopchoppy. If you're looking for rain tonight, you're going to be hard-pressed to find any, but there can be some along the Chattahoochee River, mostly north of our general area. So maybe in Colquitt, Georgia, it could be clipped by some thicker cloud cover. But tomorrow's rain chances, they do stretch across a broader portion of the region, but it's going to be mostly later in the day. For Lakeland, I do think the rain comes likely towards the late afternoon and evening, but watch for fog first thing in the morning.
Helping communities in South Georgia recover from Hurricane Idalia. More than $10 million in federal aid has been sent to Georgia since the storm. We checked with FEMA. That includes more than $2.8 million in housing assistance, over $470,000 in other needs assistance, which covers things like property replacement, moving and storage fees, and medical expenses. On top of that, the Small Business Association has approved almost $6.9 million in disaster loans. 2,057 people have visited disaster recovery centers in Georgia alone. The last day to apply for FEMA aid is November 6th.
Thousands of people in Tallahassee are food insecure. Fighting that can start by just opening this box. I'm Alberto Camargo in College Town, here on Gain Street, where the plant is hard to miss. But I was drawn to this box, so I stopped by to ask about it. Inside, I met Billy Blair, a volunteer at the plant since 2015. Billy is an artist that's helped with several projects over the years. Billy is also homeless. He's one of 800 people in Tallahassee experiencing homelessness, according to the Big Bend Continuum of Care. Billy says dealing with food insecurity never gets easy.
When you don't have any money and you don't have any food stamps left and you're not sure where your next meal is going to be, it can be tremendously difficult.
Free food boxes like these are just one option for people like Billy. While walking through my neighborhood yesterday, this box was full. Now all that's left is this can of peas. Assistant manager Alina Amador says an empty box isn't exactly bad news.
Yeah, it is a good problem to have. That's what I remind myself a lot.
The food inside the box is provided by community donations from organizations like Lemon Drop, the Alpha Phi Omega chapter at FAMU, and employees at the nearby Starbucks and Publix stores. You may find more of these boxes around the neighborhood. They're supplied by Little Sunshine Pantries, a local community organization who is also working to end food insecurity in Tallahassee. In case you don't know about the plant, it's a 100% volunteer-run DIY community art center. On top of food, they provide clothes, books, and art supplies, all for free.
It's just a space where you can come in, be yourself, do what you want, and not feel obliged to pay anything.
All the supplies provided are while they last, especially the food in these boxes. The plant is open Monday through Wednesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. and on the weekends from 2 to 5. In College Town, I'm Alberto Camargo, ABC 27.